Zvi Levikin, the rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And this is not a geeky video, which is quite unlike me. I do pretty much exclusively geeky videos. But no, I'm talking about my life in general. Israel. I live in Israel. I live in the Shomron, Samaria, and we are, I wouldn't say at war, but we're on a war footing, and we're under attack. Israel under attack is Israel at its best, unfortunately. It's a time when society really comes together. For me, there's been, what, thousands and thousands of rockets fired in the last few days from Gaza. My youngest son, who is, how old is he now? 17. I think he's 17 already. Really? Wow. He's either 16 or 17. I don't know. I'll ask my wife. So I guess he must be 17. Yeah. So he's in a agricultural school down south. You go as south as you can go, next to the Egypt border. And it's a school. They get up at like 6 in the morning or 5 in some ridiculous time, and they go and work in greenhouses and do learn agricultural things. And then in the afternoon they do like academic and religious education. But it's a full thing. Anyway, so they haven't been able to have school or leave their school, which is in the middle of freaking nowhere. To get there, you drive and you drive and you drive and you keep going, drive, and you see civilization melt away as you go. Then you make a left, and then you're in the desert, and it's like nothing. And you drive and you go for another half an hour, and it's like, and then you come to one town. You go, this town, this tiny little outpost town must be where it is. No, his school is Bnei Nassarim. So you keep going, and it's in like this teeny tiny town, like another 10 minutes away. So he hasn't been able to leave school or go to classes because he's been in a bomb shelter pretty much nonstop. The army doesn't allow movement because it's too dangerous. So he can't come home. He can't stay, and he has to basically stay there. My other son, as of yesterday, he hadn't slept for since either the day before or 2 days before. He couldn't remember because he was too tired. He is an officer in the tank corps, and he's been ordered into combat readiness. So he's taking his soldiers and his tanks. He was at the Egyptian border. So did he go? Did he have to like drive his tanks all the way up to Gaza? Maybe he did, but like he hasn't slept for a couple of days because again they're on a war footing. My daughter, who had just joined the army this year, 18-year-old daughter, who's freaking crazy. It's hilarious. Her job is called a Mora Chayelet, and basically it's a teacher's assistant in a school, helping children at risk, I believe. But so she got diverted to Netivot. Netivot is a place where a lot of the missiles are going, and she goes to the bomb shelters to help out there, help organize there as working for the army. But here's the thing that like makes my heart brim with joy. Makes me it's just beautiful to watch. It's that how the whole country comes together. Now, Israel is a very fractious place. Israel is a place where we have lots of people believing in the same religion, and yet violently different. And then you have people who don't believe in the religion at all. But the bottom line is we're all Jews, and so okay, my daughter was in these bomb shelters. There are these like big singers. I don't know the names because I'm English and I never learned Hebrew that well, so I never got into Israeli pop culture. But these big singers would just were going down to these areas of bomb shelters and giving concerts, giving little concerts to 30, 40 people in tiny bomb shelters, just to be nice. There's not even getting media attention. She organised at least 2 yesterday, and again these are huge stars. And then they had Netta Bazal. I can't remember her last name. The woman who won the Israeli is for Israel for Eurovision a couple of years ago. There was people doing having where they wouldn't call off their wedding. They just did it in a bomb shelter and said she went and she performed for them. She actually used to be a wedding singer. She went and performed for them to keep morale up. My daughter, when she was there, she had was it Haredi woman. Just so you understand, just some of the tensions in Israel. You have the Haredim, the ultra orthodox, who wear like the black hats and the black pants, white shirt. Yeah, they were very anti-army. They're very anti-army right now, politically, because they there was a move because their boys were exempt from army service because they were learning in rabbinical seminary, which is something actually I don't disagree with too strongly. Um, yeah, I think it needs to be tweaked a bit. But so the army and the army was held up in the Haredi world as being just pure evil, and it's okay to attack them and whatever. So this one, my daughter was there helping out with the bomb shelters, helping out with the mothers with the kids. The Haredi woman come up to her who again should have animosity, and she brings like this bowl of food, this sort of like hot rice and meatballs, and it's just that people have this outpouring of love and support for each other. It's so Israel. That is so Israel. That's the real Israel, and it's a tragedy that it takes us being attacked to to bring that out. But it's oftentimes when you have, I think, pure anti-Semites who are screaming about how inhuman the Israeli army is. It's disgusting. It's the most moral army in the history of our species. It just objectively it is. Well, you go and yeah, a lot of time people say, "Oh, they're not so bad. Look, compare it to other army." That's the wrong answer. That is the wrong answer. We're not. It's not that we're not so bad. We're better than you. We're demonstrably better than any of these European armies, these European countries. We're more moral. Like who else provides electricity to a group of people, a to a terrorist group who's actively firing rockets at you? Who else provides aid to them, like medical aid? And yet, you have people in England like Jeremy Corbyn who will scream that we're fascists. So listen, in England, if you're worried about the general election about Jeremy Corbyn coming to power, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like. Who knows? Listen, politics. There's 4 weeks is a long time. Anything could happen. But if it does happen, or even if it doesn't, you guys got to want to think about moving to Israel. The weather's better here. The economy's better here. There's very little you can't get here from England. Like, I miss Christmas pudding. My wife sometimes will make it for me from scratch. She'll make the mince. She'll make mince pies. That's basically it. Everything else you get here. You got the internet, and and it's a nicer place to live. It's the nicest place, the nicest country I've ever lived in, where people are genuinely nice to one another. So yeah, that's my quick report of living life in Israel during wartime, sort of. Hopefully my son got some sleep last night after he got his tanks in position, and hopefully we can end this pretty quickly. It's just such a shame. We have a 5-year cycle where Gaza just rearms every 5 years, and then we go and attack and wipe them out, but then we stop, and then 5 years later we're back exactly the same place. But still, there's no place I'd rather be. My name is Svila Bekin, the Rabbi from Another Planet. If you like geeky genre stuff, if you like Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, that's the thing, comic books, that's the sort of things I normally talk about. I'm actually doing a big giveaway right now. There's going to be the start of many. We're doing this Doctor Who DVD giveaway, Trial of a Time Lord. I'm waiting for my Blu-rays to arrive so I can give away my DVDs, and then we're going to do a DVD giveaway I think once a week thereafter. And I got a ton to give away because I'm moving to Blu-ray for a lot of stuff. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for listening. Have a good day.